Hey guys, welcome to Nerd Locker Podcast, your entertainment podcast for everything movies, television, video games, and more. My name's Adam.
And I'm Oliver.
And today we're going to go over.
We're going out.
We're going to go over Ahsoka Episode 4, Fallen Jedi.
What'd you think?
Best one so far. This was
pretty high paced.
Definitely the best one so far.
Pretty high pace. We got a lot of fighting scenes.
A lot.
Nice. We got more fighting scenes than normal. But they... Okay, let's start from the beginning.
Okay. So we have basically... Ahsoka lands on with Sabine and Huyang on this planet.
Foresty
In the
area.
forest, yeah. And they need to repair their comm system and everything. And Ahsoka tells Huyang, like, be careful out there. Things might be happening. And he does get ambushed by...
Also, Huyang. That was awesome.
Well, he's a Jedi
Trainer. But, like,
yeah,
I was expecting... I'm, like, glad they included that. Because
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this guy gonna fuck shit up.
True.
And like, he did the best to his ability with assassin droids.
And he, like, pulls the power to alert them. They come out, they rescue him, and then they go off, and he says for them to stay together, which they don't.
They don't.
Spoilers. And they end up running into Shin and Merrick. And we find out that Merrick is not Ezra, not Starkiller, not what anyone predicted it was. It was just another creation or like reanimated thing from the witchcraft.
From the witchcraft.
From Morgan Elsbeth.
Mm-hmm.
So we are dealing with more Inquisitors, which means like I've definitely seen like if there's one, why are there not more? So there might be some kind of limit to that power in some way, shape, or form. Because why are they not showing them out? Like
I think there's only
dozens.
I think we only have up to either 9 or 10. Don't quote me on that. And we haven't seen all of them yet.
We're gonna get into more of that probably in the next coming episodes, and then So they're trying to stop the star map and the coordinates, and they are basically progressing through it as they run into Shin, and Shin and Merrick like hold them off for a little bit, and it's Ahsoka versus Merrick. She kills him, and then Shin gets mad about that.
Right.
Like,
she seems
mad,
really hurt.
and tries to kill Sabine while that's happening. And Ahsoka shows up and finds Bayllan Skoll there, and he is protecting the map and brings up Anakin to Ahsoka and saying how she betrayed Anakin, and she says, I don't want to talk about my past, so we don't really get too much of
And he says he's trying to secure the future.
He's trying to secure the future, and you can definitely tell between Merrick and Shin and also Skoll when we see him, we can tell that orange lightsaber.
You can tell
to
the difference in
of
color.
The Inquisitors, yeah. So we definitely can see the difference in color, and he ends up fighting Ahsoka, and this is where we get to the thing I have an issue with. Bro, the amount of walking around.
Yeah, we got... So it's funny that you brought that up. So when it was Bayllan versus Ahsoka, yeah?
Yeah.
We got a lot of like really slow shots of them just staring at each other. I'm like, oh my god, is this Kylo versus Rey again?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to get an actual lightsaber fight? Because even in, let's say, episode 1, episode 3, episode 2 of the prequels, they're fast-paced.
Yeah.
And that's what people want, I feel like.
I don't know about episode 2 being fast-paced, or even episode 1.
That's the first time Anakin uses a dual lightsabers.
Yeah, but...
against Count Dooku.
Yeah,
and it was just...
I mean, fast-paced...
And then that's when Yoda first time fights.
I mean, it's fast-paced in the way of the action getting there, but I don't want fast-paced with that. I don't feel that with this, because Ahsoka is a very, like, experienced Jedi, or whatever she calls herself, and Skoll is also obviously from the Jedi Order, which I thought we were gonna get some flashbacks from him.
I thought
and we didn't,
too.
And who knows why? It could be because they didn't film him yet before he passed. Who knows?
I don't know.
But we get when they actually do start fighting, it's intense.
It is intense. That we have some new
And
like
then-
acrobatic
And while
things
they're
that happen,
going, then you have
which is cool.
Sabine and Shin going and fighting each other.
and
which,
they're very much trying to kill the fuck out of each other.
yeah, and Sabine ends up like trying to use the Force against Shin and doesn't work. So then she uses her Mandalorian blasters, which is great to show that she's relying more on that side as opposed to Jedi, because that's not what Ahsoka's teaching her, is to be a Jedi. She's teaching her to be something else,
Right.
to embrace both sides of what you are.
Do you think Sabine will one day hold the dark saber?
I don't know. We might be getting to that. Maybe it's not Bo-Katan or Mandalorian.
Yeah. You messing with my bed over
Or
there?
Din Djarin. No. And so we get this duel, and Skoll ends up defeating Ahsoka after Shin gets there. Ahsoka thinks that Sabine's dead, so she throws Shin against a wall and knocks her the fuck out. And then sees that Sabine's there and still fighting, tells Sabine to destroy the map. Because after Ahsoka had grabbed it
Sabine
in her
is
fight,
too
it
attached to
burned
family.
her. But why did it burn Ahsoka and not Sabine? That's the thing I want to know.
I think it's a time thing. I think it was at the time when
It was brought
when
off,
Ahsoka grabbed it, it
it
may
was
have burned
hot,
her.
maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know. But it just
spicy.
seemed like they left so much time in that for a reason, and I think there's gonna be a reason around that. I think that.
Do you think
just
Sabine
seemed-
has some witch power in her? Maybe.
I don't know, and I don't know about where there's some kind of reason behind that, because they just lingered too long on that moment. And for me, so after that, Ahsoka gets knocked off the side of the cliff. And Skoll gives Sabine a choice to either help him to get to Ezra or don't. And we see that Sabine ends up giving him the map again. They get the coordinates. They destroy the map, just like Ahsoka said to do. And Sabine gets taken, I guess, prisoner.
Yeah, she was kind of locked up.
Yeah, like a willing prisoner, but still has to be locked up so she doesn't try anything. And bring her on the ship, where Mara's on her way with her son and the rest of the crew, which we get that Hera, is coming back with the rest of the crew to save them, and they're about to try to stop the hyperspace drive.
And then,
but Morgan just sets it off and kills, I think, two of them?
Yeah, two of them crash into the show because of that.
So like, just
hyperspace.
Instant gone wherever they went to, and then
we got introduced to the rebel from Mandalorian
Yeah.
for some reason.
So probably a bigger role than we think. I think he's been in all of them, even Boba Fett, and
He wasn't Boba, yeah.
yeah, and so now we have basically. So Ahsoka got knocked off, and then Hu Yang is trying to get in contact with Sabine and Ahsoka. Can't get in contact with either of them, and then we see Ahsoka didn't just fall off the cliff, but she's in the world between worlds, which
which
she's
I
been
called
there once before.
this. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, you're good. She's been there once before, but she gets to see. We finally get to see Hayden Christensen back as Anakin Skywalker, who talks to her and says, "I didn't expect to see you here so soon." And then the Vader theme starts.
Right, and he also has his Vader lightsaber.
He also has his Vader lightsaber. So this is going into a Force Ghost possible thing going on here, and we'll get more into it.
It might be just Vader before the suit.
Maybe. And we'll get more into that, but before we get into that, here's a word from our sponsors.
The fuck's your shirt say?
It says
Hippity hoppity, your soul's my property. Is that Tea Turtle?
it's Tea Turtle.
Fucking knew it.
Got it from Comic. Hippity hoppity, your soul is my property.
That's not even the ad.
I know it's not. Anyways, thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. BetterHelp is the world's largest therapy service, and it's 100% online. With BetterHelp, you can tap into a network of over 30,000 licensed and experienced therapists who can help you with a wide range of issues. To get started, you just answer a few questions about your needs and preferences in therapy. That way, BetterHelp can match you with the right therapist in their network. Then you can talk to your therapist however you feel comfortable, whether it's via text, chat, phone, or video call. You can message your therapist at any time and schedule live sessions when it's convenient for you. If your therapist isn't the right fit for any reason, you can switch to a new therapist at no additional charge. With BetterHelp, you get the same professionalism and quality you expect from in-office therapy, but with a therapist who is custom-picked for you, more scheduling flexibility, and at a more affordable price. Get 10% off at your first month at betterhelp.com/nerdlocker, and that's BETTERHELP.com/nerdlocker. And we have also linked them down below in the description.
Man, I can't believe how addicting Cinnamon Toast Crunch is.
Right?
What are you wearing?
A shirt?
You're into scary movies, right?
Kinda.
I see it. Anyway, there's a sick brand that I know of. They make a bunch of like horror-esque type of. Here, I tell you what. Let me just. Better.
Oh. I like that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
You know who makes that?
Who?
7th Ink.
Really?
All artwork, original.
Whoa, that's
Yeah, you got
cool.
little bats on you.
But what about you?
What about me?
Oh. But what about your mask? Oh. Well,
Get off the dipshit.
I mean, these shirts are awesome though. Like they're really comfortable. They fit nice. Like
Honestly,
this
that's
is
why I
great.
threw one at you. This is pretty lightweight. They don't shrink. And
Yeah.
it's like it's just like come on, just look at me.
This is great. You know what? Want to grab some popcorn and watch a scary movie?
What's your favorite scary movie? What the was that? What's up with you on that?
And we're back. So, speaking of Anakin, we have I don't know if it's canon, but there's a comic series called Darth Vader. And in that comic series, we have Anakin goes into like some kind of meditation.
He goes on medication.
Meditation to, I don't know if it's the world between worlds, but either way, his Force Ghost's like being has everything except his limbs that were cut off by Obi-Wan are like this dark tendril looking manifestation, and the rest of it is light side, like light colored, so like where his arms
Whatever's
would be,
like
or
that
where
he
his
had
one
cut
arm
off.
and his arm and his two legs
Okay.
are still like light side, which shows there's still a battle between like in his mind, even in
see.
the afterlife.
Okay.
And in one of the original concepts for the Force Ghost that they wanted to do for Anakin, I don't know if it was in the original time they wanted to do it in the trilogy or when they remastered it to incorporate Hayden as a Force Ghost at the end of the episode 6. But whatever one that they were trying to do it for, there was original concept art where he was going to be like half and half and show that he's still fighting
Whatever it is.
Yeah, that light side, dark side stuff, even in death. Like he always will deal with this, no matter what. So that might be what we're looking at with Ahsoka. With him having the Darth Vader lightsaber and the Vader theme, maybe even in death in the world between worlds, wherever he's at, he's cursed to always fight one side to the other.
Do you think the world in between worlds, Ahsoka will fight Vader? Because she has also fought Palps.
Yeah, she might
or
have
attempted to.
I think she's going to have to.
I think that's going to be super fun. I think that'll be a good, fucking, you can milk that.
Dude.
See, you're excited. You're excited.
Unless they fucking walk around each other for 6 minutes. I can't deal with this again. This bitch got to stop.
Dude, it's not just her. It's not just her. It's just Disney fucking making these choreographed as just bullshit is what it is. Do we want to look over Kylo versus Rey again? Because it wasn't great.
But we've seen other Ahsoka stuff and like what other battles she's been in, and there's just so much more. Like when she
most of them are animated.
Like when she fucked up that Inquisitor in 0.2 seconds.
Right, or fuck up 4 clone troopers in 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, but she
all animated.
Grabbed.
All animated.
No, I know that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that we don't get that in this.
But why?
Why don't we get that emotion? Like, because the thing is we're in episode 4. We're halfway through the series, and we have no fucking clue what happened to her between the end of Rebels till now. Whatever it did to her has made her this way. When the fuck, if ever, are they gonna show that? because that's not fair for the people that watched and spent 7 seasons of Clone Wars and what 4 seasons of Rebels, 11 years worth of stuff
to deal
do not
with
have
this.
any reason to think that this is the same character.
Do you think Ahsoka or
other than name
Dawson is doing a good job playing Ahsoka?
If we had backstory, yes. Since we don't, it's like she's never watched those animated series at all. Like, she just took Ahsoka for what she believes Ahsoka is, and that's the thing that's taking me out of it, is the fact that it doesn't seem like the same person. And I understand it's probably because of what happened on the in-between. But if you're not going to allude to it and you're halfway through your season...
I just realized the camera can't see my computer.
And you're halfway through the season, makes no sense to me.
That's kind of...
We don't have backstory on Skoll. We don't have backstory on her. We don't have backstory on Shin. Was she supposed to be a Jedi at some point, or did they pull her straight to the dark side?
This is kind of the same thing.
We don't have all this stuff. And if they shove Mando into the last 3 or 4 episodes, which could be as soon as next fucking week,
right?
And then we have the Thrawn stuff.
What is next week after Ahsoka's done? What is next after us?
What do you mean after what?
What's going to be on the episode after Ahsoka? Is it Loki?
Yeah, Loki's after this in October. Yeah, but regardless, it just, if they go this rest of the season without showing or talking about what happened to her, I would be very severely disappointed in the series.
What do you think is going to happen next episode?
We're going to see Thrawn.
Nope.
I think that's a waste of showing him if they're only going to keep him in.
I think we're going to see Ezra first and then Thrawn.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I think we're going to see Thrawn before Ezra.
I disagree.
Okay.
Mark it right now.
We'll see. How about this? On camera. You want to go with this?
I don't know. What the fuck? What?
You want to do this?
Sure.
Who gets...
Oh. I know what you're thinking now.
Ezra or Thrawn, you want to take this shot? Just roll the dice. Who gets introduced first?
Do I get a bucket?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay. We now have, for the trick-or-treat Halloween season, from here on out, we'll just make a random bet, one or the other. At the end of each episode, we make a bet. Whoever loses the bet in the next week's episode has to spin the wheel of Bean Boozled. I have bought it for trick-or-treat season. It has 2 new flavors, liver and onions and Old Bandage.
What if
you spin it, and then even after spinning it, you only have to pick the color. So you have such a good chance.
I know, but what if neither of us wins? What if neither of them show up?
Well, right now we're just seeing who gets introduced first. So
right, but what's the consequence if do we both have it? Do we both not have it?
How do we both not lose?
Oh, I'm new to this.
Unless they're shown at the same exact time, exact same shot. We see them both. One of us loses.
I gotta make a call.
Disney. How good are you with your Photoshop?
But no, okay, so if neither of them show, we don't have to do anything, right? Right.
Are we doing this? Okay,
I need this recorded.
You need to make sure. Do you want to make this bet just for next week's episode, or do you want to make this in the general of the season?
Just
this next episode.
Yeah.
So in this episode, if either are introduced,
okay.
If Thrawn is introduced first,
you spin.
I spin.
And if Ezra is introduced next episode, I spin.
Yeah. Before Thrawn.
Okay. But if neither of them are introduced,
we're good for right now.
And if they're both introduced at the same time, we both spin.
No. We're good. We're both neutralized out if they're both introduced.
Oh, okay.
I highly doubt they're both gonna walk.
I don't know. They
might
might
at the
fucking
same time.
split screen it.
Doubt it. Doubt it. They're just connected like Squidward and SpongeBob. Brothers, only closer.
It's just a fucking heartbeat between Ezra.
But from now on, at the end of every episode from here, and Loki.
Whoa!
And Loki.
I don't like this.
It'll be a random question, and it'll just be either or.
I don't want this.
We're just gonna do it. It's gonna be fun.
It's not. I'm
first
already starting to throw up.
Well, the thing is at least for the next 4 weeks, it's in your element because you know more Star Wars than I do.
Don't, dude. I retired 2 episodes ago. I'm already starting to throw up. I'm not even joking. I don't like this. You're drinking a smoothie? Dude, I'm thinking of rotten flesh. Wait, not rotten flesh. Rotten, what is it?
Eggs. Because regular flesh is a good one. Those are your two choices: rotten flesh or flesh. Which one's the better one?
You don't know my job. It's a lot of reading.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
We both work for haunted houses, so there's a lot of reading of just dead shit.
Anyways,
I'm crying. Oh, I don't like this game.
Overall, what did you give this episode?
Oh my god, hold on. Give me a second. You rate it first.
I rate it I'm going to say 7.5. 7.5.
I'm going to say a 6. The fuck was that? I'm going to say a 6 because, like, I don't know. I feel like we just need more. The fighting was fine. The choreography was good. It was a little bit slow. Dialogue was okay. That was kind of it. Oh, that's it, isn't it? Go ahead and read the back.
Liver and onions or cappuccino, old bandage or pomegranate.
Whoa. Hold on. Slow down.
Do you want the bad ones or the good ones?
Wait, let me see.
No, do you want the bad ones or the good ones?
Bad ones.
Liver and onions, rotten egg, barf, booger, stinky socks, old bandage, toothpaste, stink bug, dirty dishwater, and dead fish.
Yo, who the fuck's gonna eat a stink bug?
You might.
What color is that? The stink bug one.
The toasted marshmallow color, like white with some brown specks.
Dude, I'm gonna throw up so hard. I don't think you understand. Adam doesn't get it. Like,
I do get it. I just know it's fun, and you might not even get a bad one. And if you don't, what if you don't? What if you never get a bad one? Anytime and every time we play.
I'm sorry. Have we played this game before?
No, but
have you gambled with me before?
We're gonna try. Yeah, we did.
Fucking me, I have the worst luck known to man. Honestly, I'm gonna throw up now just by default. Ooh, actually, I can. That was actually really scary.
So, what is your rating?
Oh wait,
you said
6.
Yeah,
I said 6.
6. Yeah. Okay. Well, other than that, we will see you guys next time when we talk about episode 5 and how Oliver will be spinning the wheel of.
I like how you said that like Salt Bay.
Bean Boozled.
Episode
5. You could find me at Ahaoka Photography. You could find this Archangel Studios official everywhere. The studio at Archangel Studios official. I don't ever do it first. And you can find this podcast at Nerd Locker Podcast, wherever you find your podcast, Spotify, Apple, all that stuff. Anchor.
Jesus Christ. If you're listening to this in your car, you can only find me at the Sphere 21 on any social media platform, unless it's TikTok. I'm Oliver Kahn VA, but only if you're listening in your car. Otherwise, you can't find me. What?
I don't know how that works.
What do you mean? I just said it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.